Hello everyone, what's going on? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing blessed, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn, guys. I hope everyone's doing well, guys. I'm feeling great. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling absolutely top of the world, guys. I'm feeling absolutely fine. I'm feeling great. Of course, Manchester United defeated Fulham yesterday. I mean, some say fortuitously, whatever that word is, but I don't like to think of it like that. Guys, before I start, please can you kindly subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video, all that jazz. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, you absolute legends, you absolute diamonds. Happy Monday to everyone, of course, guys. And it is a happy Monday, guys. Smile whilst you still have teeth. Smile whilst you still have teeth. That's what I've always said. Man United defeat Fulham by 3-2. Absolutely fantastic game, of course, again for Manchester United. I don't know what they're talking about. The Premier League is boring. I have no idea what they're talking about. The Premier League is boring, apparently. The Premier League is boring, guys. Absolutely. Hate watch failed, guys. Hate watch failed. Am I lagging a little bit again? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Let me know if I'm lagging. Guys, let me know if I'm lagging a little bit. I hope we're all doing well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. Hate watch failed, guys. Hate watch failed, says some people. Hate watch failed. Mad thing, isn't it? Mad thing, guys. I'm not lagging. Thank you. Thank you. That's good. I'm not lagging. That's good. That's good. That's a good thing. I don't know why. Guys, let me know if I am. But guys, yes, Manchester United defeat Fulham by 3-2. Absolutely fantastic result for Manchester United, of course. Really, really enjoyed that, guys. And the Premier League is the best with the corrupt referees. Absolutely. The referee was awful yesterday. It was not a penalty for Maguire. It was a penalty for Embremo, if we're being totally honest with you. But guys, it is deadline day today. Transfers. What's going on with transfers, guys? Are Man United going to make any business today, guys? Are they going to miraculously pull something out, a rabbit out of the hat, should I say? You know, I mean, Wilfred and Ndidi. Now, guys, look, I've got a lot of news coming in regards to the transfer window. Guys, Manchester United are interested in a couple of players. A couple of players they may look at bringing in, guys. Two players they may look at bringing in. One player is Ndidi. The other player is Aidan Hackney. That's the other one who is at Middlesbrough at the moment. Of course, Aidan Hackney, the young lad from Middlesbrough, of course, is on Manchester United's radar, of course, guys. Absolutely, absolutely. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. Hopefully, I'm not lagging too much because I had a little bit of a problem this morning with the lagging. Big up, everyone. Big up, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. But will Man United make any signings this window, guys? It's very unlikely, but you never know. It's very unlikely, but you never know. It was evident yesterday, in yesterday's game, that Manchester United do have a weak squad. We have a weak squad. It was very, very evident yesterday. And when Casemiro walked off the pitch yesterday, Ugarte's just not doing it for me. We looked wide open. We looked wide open. As soon as Ugarte came on, we looked wide open. I just don't think it's working out for Ugarte. Every time he comes on, I just see the same old at the end of the day. He doesn't improve the game. He doesn't make Man United look better, in my opinion. He doesn't make Man United look better at all. Absolutely. It's sad because at the end of the day, I wanted it to work out for him, but it does look like he's not going to be at the football club next season. It does look that way. When you come to Man United, you need to hit the ground running. And he's been at Man United a year now. And, we have to look at things objectively and fairly in regards to everything because, as soon as he came on a pitch, I didn't want to say it, but you know what? It did regress a little bit, didn't it? The play was awful. We had gaps in the midfield, and Fulham were exploiting that. We also have a problem, guys, with starting second half slowly. We've had this for a while, even before Michael Carrick. We've had this problem before under Ruben Amorim, where we go out in the second half and we don't perform. We just don't perform, guys. And I think that is the problem with Manchester United. We start second half slow and we allow teams back into the game. For me, guys, it was a very comfortable game for me in regards to everything. I think in regards to Man United at halftime, many of us said, guys, that this is comfortable for Man United. We feel comfortable. We feel relaxed. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of us were saying that yesterday, that we feel relaxed. We don't feel threatened. But again, we let ourselves down in regards to that. However, one thing I enjoyed about the game yesterday, guys, and I'm going to get into individual performances in a minute, but one thing I enjoyed about the game yesterday was our character. That is what Man United's DNA is. If anyone told me, Sal, what's Manchester United's DNA? What would you say is Man United's DNA? I would say never give in. I'll say never give in, never give up, and go right to the end. That is Man United's DNA. Adversity to the stars. That is what it is at the end of the day. And I would always say that. Never give in. And growing up supporting Man United, I've always said, Man United, never give up. And I think this was under Alex Ferguson. Alex Ferguson said it during the treble winning season and stuff like that. We just don't give up. We just don't give up. And absolutely, I'm delighted with that. Fantastic performances on the pitch. Bruno Fernandes, 2 assists. Casemiro, an assist and a goal. Brilliant performances there. My man of match was Casemiro. Absolutely fantastic Casemiro was yesterday. Brilliant. It's so sad we have to see the back of Casemiro. And I've been saying it for weeks and weeks, if not months and months, that Casemiro is a very important player for Manchester United. He's a very, experienced player. And every time he comes off that pitch, we don't look as good, guys. We look weak, and this shows you what a good player he is. And he needs to be replaced, of course. Now, news in regards to deadline day, Manchester United, Wilfred Ndidi. Aidan Hackney is in the background, guys. Aidan Hackney is in the background, of course. That is flirting around at the moment. I just can't see it at the moment. The only one I see is Wilfred Ndidi. That's the only one I see coming through the door. Would I accept Wilfred Ndidi? Yes, reluctantly I would, because I'd rather Wilfred Ndidi than nobody, guys. Would you rather nobody or would you rather Wilfred Ndidi? You know what it is, isn't it? You want extra players in the squad, guys. But you guys are absolute legends. Great to have the guys who done the watch along yesterday. Fantastic, of course, guys. Absolutely brilliant stream it was. We had a great time. A great game. It was up and down. I mean, goodness me. Man United don't make it easy. They do my blood pressure. I'm telling you guys. Man United do my blood pressure. Goodness me. I need a blood pressure monitor. I had one the other day. We really do need it, guys. But big up the community. I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is blessed. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday so far, because I certainly am, and I'm certainly celebrating. Let the haters hate. That's what it's all about. Arsenal look like they're going to win the league. Sadly for me, Arsenal look like they're going to win the league. What would I say about that? Look, guys, in regards to Arsenal, I know there's a lot of people who don't like Arsenal. I know there's a lot of people who don't like Arsenal fans. It's the fans in particular, I think, which people have a problem with. And me being raised in London, I know what those fans are like. They're awful to deal with. They really are. But what I would say is this, right? Arsenal deserve to win the league. Arsenal should be congratulated. They found a way to win the league. They're going to win the league, most likely. And you have to congratulate them for winning the league. But let me tell you something, guys. Let Manchester United challenge for that league next season. We'll see a different outcome. Trust me. Let Man United challenge for that league next season. We're not going to win the league this season, guys. 12 points, February. It's not going to happen. We forget about that. But next season, Man United could challenge for the league title, guys. I am saying it right now. You've heard it here first. Man United challenging for the league title next season. I'm telling you guys, we have to be optimistic. I see a lot of good things with Man United, and I don't think we're actually far away. This is what frustrates me more about the transfer window, because the fact that we're not given Michael Carrick any ammunition, any other players to come in is so disappointing at the end of the day, guys. It really is disappointing. Fair play to Benjamin Sesko. Fantastic strike, guys. It reminded me of the old days. It really did remind me of the old days, that turn and score with Federico Makeda. And it reminded me of back in the 90s when we used to get those last-minute goals. That is Man United's heritage. Getting those last-minute goals, the DNA and things like that, of course, guys. That is what we're all about. Last minute, never give up. We fight until the last second. That is what it is at the end of the day. Let me just give a shout-out to the community, of course. Firstly, let me say good morning, Kit Lockernom. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Devils. Do you realize that Man United is totally effed if we lose Casemiro to any kind of injury? When Casemiro went off Ugarte, the team went from glass of juice to a glass of piss. Kit Lockernom, I can't disagree with you, my friend. I can't disagree with you. This is why the pressure has to carry on being on Ineos and the Glazers. We have to carry on keeping the pressure on, because we know that our midfield is threadbare. We get one injury, we're screwed. We are, especially Casemiro. All it takes is for a hamstring injury or something like that. And then we're screwed, guys. This is why I would not turn my nose up at Wilfred Ndidi. I won't turn my nose up in it because at the end of the day, it's squad, innit? It's squad. It's a player for the squad. And we know that Ugarte, I don't know what's going on with Ugarte. He's been such a disappointment. I mean, I remember when we were signing Ugarte, how excited we all were. We wanted Ugarte. Ugarte's a good player. What a player he is and stuff like that. I remember that. It just hasn't worked out for him. And, I wish him the best when he gets sold and stuff like that because I think we should sell him. He doesn't offer anything for Man United. He comes on and he just looks lost. That's my opinion, guys. He just looks lost. And this is a continuation. It's a theme that's been going on for a long time. Kit Lock and On. We have 11 players that can win us any match, and without one of them, we are fucked. Exactly that, Kit Lock and On. You're absolutely right, mate. We're threadbare. And it only takes one injury to disrupt the whole team. We're like a building block of held up by one pillar. Do you know what I mean? That's what Man United are, and remove the pillar, it all comes tumbling down. That's what Man United are at the moment. And I think we have to look at things objectively. In that second half, Man United were pushed back. We won that game out of moments of brilliance, right? We won that game out of moments of brilliance because we have brilliant players up front. We have very good players up front, but that's what good players do. That's why you sign good players. Because even when things aren't going your way, you find a way. And that's what Man United always used to do. Alex Ferguson didn't always used to win pretty. We used to win these type of games, I brought up the Federico Makeda thing against Aston Villa. You remember that, and getting that last-minute goal, 3-2. We've been there before. We've been to these type of games before. But the problem is that Man United don't have a squad. And a lot of the players in the team are getting on the other side of 30 or on the other side of 30. And they are not fit enough to last the whole game. This is the worry for me. So we need another player in there, especially in the midfield. Luke Shaw's 30-odd. Bruno Fernandes is 30-odd. Casemiro is 30-odd as well, guys. So we have to obviously look at things very, very smartly. Maguire is 30-odd. There's a lot of over 30 players there. And I think what Man United need to do, guys, is get a couple of more players, in that team who's about 25, 26, if we can. But you know what? This window represented a great opportunity for Ineos, but they have done nothing. I'm shocked. I thought they would have backed their guy. I thought they would have backed Michael Carrick. I really did think that. But guys, away from that, I just want to say I'm delighted with the result. I'm happy with the result. It was a low block team, so that was a good thing. Finally, we beat the low block team. On another day, we might have not won that game. And I know when it went to 2-2, a lot of us were like, oh, here we go, low block, blah, blah, blah. But a fantastic strike from Fulham. But Man United equaled it, if not bettered it, with that turn and strike from Benjamin Sesko. What a goal that was. And Benjamin Sesko has arrived in English football, guys. Absolutely delighted for him. Absolutely delighted. Thank you so much, Kit Locker. All Bars One, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Smash a like and subscribe to the brilliant channel. Thank you so much, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Big up, Sal. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. I can't believe Angel Gomez 25. Wow, we're getting old, isn't it, Mark? We're getting old. He's 25 years old. Wow. I remember he was a kid coming up the ranks. I remember back in the day, you know what I mean? Time just flies, man. It really does. A little bit disappointed. As you said, he's a little bit lightweight, but I would have much preferred to have Angel Gomez in the squad than not have an Angel Gomez in the squad, of course. I don't know why Man United didn't make a move for that, but obviously they had other ideas. They have other ideas about where the squad's going to go and things like that. But Angel Gomez would have been a good signing, in my opinion, but for the squad. But hey-ho, you never know. We might get Ndidi today. Today, we might get Ndidi. And Aidan Hackney's in the background as well. So keep an eye out for them ones, of course. Absolutely. Big up, Mark. Morning. Any last minute deals? Red Terry, for me, it's unlikely. I'm going to say that, but it's not impossible. Stranger things have happened. Ineos obviously are going to say, the ownership are obviously going to say, we're not going to make any signings this window to lower expectations. But I do believe that they're trying. I do believe that they're trying to bring some players in. I believe they're trying to bring Ndidi in. If it is Ndidi, then we support Ndidi, and we hope that he does well at Man United. Obviously, when Ndidi broke through in the Premier League, when he was playing for Leicester City, he's always been a fantastic player. Played in the AFCON as well this year. He's a good player. As a CDM, as someone to hold up that midfield, I don't think it's a bad move. It's not the Hollywood signing. Of course it's not. And it's embarrassing. Of course it is. But I would rather Ndidi than absolutely nobody. And I think Man United do need to bring in another body. They do need to bring another body, because if we don't, as you said there, guys, as my guy said, Kit Lock and On, if one player gets injured, we are absolutely screwed, guys. We're fucked royally. You know what I mean? And we have to obviously try and get someone in today. By 11 o'clock UK time, it ends. Saviour, good morning, my guy. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Morning, fan, sir. Man United signing midfielder. I hope someone comes in, Saviour, but I'm not going to put my house on it. Gun to head. Will Man United sign someone? Very unlikely. It is a disgrace and it is incompetence. But don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. Obviously, it's very early in England at the moment, so let's see how the day pounds out. Obviously, I'll get the news first as soon as we get a signing. If we get a signing in the door, I will be here live, guys. Don't worry about that. And we'll be talking it and stuff like that. Of course, I'm welcoming the new player in. Man United really do need another midfielder in there, 100%, definitely, if not more. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. Big up everyone in the stream. Thank you so much, you legends. Give it that Angeli Sal. Come on, come on, Mark. I've always got the energy. I got the energy. I got the poison. I got the. It's not like one of those other channels. You know what I mean? It's just blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Bot ridden. Hate watch fouled, Kenny. Hate watch fouled. The rivals wanted. So many people wanted. So you know what I watched today, Kenny? You know what I was watching today? I was watching, you know, the fan reactions, all the fan reactions, all of them. I love it. I love watching it. It's so nice just watching them. I like seeing their euphoria. I like seeing the euphoria of the fans, the rival fans, and then the disappointment a minute later. It's funny. Honestly, guys, you got to laugh. That you should have seen the delight on their face when Kevin scored that goal, right? Kevin scored that goal. The delight on their face was like, oh my goodness me. It's like it's Christmas. And then when we straight away they went to Halloween within a minute. Oh. I love it, guys. I really do. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. That's football. That's football. That's football. Football is like that. Absolutely. Not lagging. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm not lagging today. The Premier League is the best in the world with corrupt refs. Read that one. Big up. Man United will end in the top 4, 3 or 4, says Kit Locker. That would be good enough for me. And I remember at the beginning of the season, you know who you are. You can't hide from, or you can't put the sheet over my face. Guys, I remember you guys saying, oh, Man United are going to come 8th or 10th. You remember those guys who were in the stream? Man United are going to come 8th or 10th this season. You watch Man United are going to come 8th or 10th. I guarantee you, Man United are going to come 8th or 10th this season. Nah, none of it. I'm hoping, guys, Mark. It's not ruled out, you know. Aston Villa are in a bad way. Tillmans is injured. Why have I got that accent? Tillmans is injured. Is it a Bristol accent? Tillmans is injured. Or is it Dutch? Tillmans injured. Guys, what an opportunity for Man United. What an opportunity. Imagine Man United, right, come second this season. All the talk about City. All the talk about City, all the talk about Aston Villa, all the talk about Chelsea, all the talk about Liverpool, and Man United comes second. Imagine that. Look, guys, I'll be delighted with 3rd place. I think that would be a great achievement for Man United. I really do think that would be a brilliant achievement for Man United. I'll be absolutely euphoric if Man United get the 3rd position, because considering how bad this season has been and what we suffered this season, I think it'd be absolutely phenomenal, of course. Saviour, I'm feeling happy because Manchester United, City and Aston Villa dropped points, but the board should bring in a midfielder, please. We saw what happened yesterday when the substitute. I agree, absolutely, Saviour. What can I do, mate? I wish I could ring them up. I wish I had them on speed dial. I will let them know, mate, make sure you get a midfielder, whoever it is, get a bloody midfielder, even if it's Eric Dyer. Just bloody get a midfielder. You know what I mean? I don't rule out Wilfred Ndidi. Don't rule out Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi could be an option for Man United. He could be one player that could come in for Man United. Just watch this space, guys. Watch this space. Absolutely. Kit Locker. The referee must come out and explain where he got 9 minutes added time. And then the 3rd minute after the 9 was absolutely totaled to 12 minutes at the end of the match. Corrupt, shameless. Look, at the end of the day, Kit, my friend, I call you KLM. You remember KLM? You remember KLM, the band? Testify, and she's Asian, and she drives an ice cream van. Testify, and he's Asian. I hope you understand. Come on. Guys, Mumu Land, you don't know. Come on, man. KLM. Big up, guys. Big up KLM. By the way, KLM, look, what I would say is that I said this yesterday. I did say it yesterday. I confirmed it yesterday because my sources are tight. Right? I confirmed it yesterday. These referees are corrupt, guys. They're corrupt. They're nonsense, fraudsters, shameless referees. And I said it, guys. I said it yesterday on Twitter, X. I said that these referees hate Man United. They wanted Fulham to equalize. They were desperate for Fulham to equalize. Number one, right? They added the 9 minutes because they wanted Fulham to equalize. That's why they added the 9 minutes. Number two, they added a few more minutes because Man United got the 3-2. And Man United, for goodness sake, were not celebrating for 3 minutes. Where the hell did they get that overtime from? Absolute frauds. A lot of them. I'm telling you. Honestly, Kit, I'm telling you. I'm feeling happy. I read that one. Big up, my friend. Big up, Savior, the savior of saviors. Red Terry, no doubt we need to sign someone for depth. We are Casemiro and Dre for finishing 10th. Oh, Ted Terry, you hit me. A dagger to the heart, mate. A dagger to the heart. Yeah, it is for worrying. You have to be objective and you have to think about things maturely. And, Casemiro is a generational midfielder. I've said that for a long time. One of probably the best CDM in the last, I say, 15 years consistently, has been one of the best midfielders in Europe, in my opinion. And I do believe, absolutely correct, we need to replace him. We do this season. Get someone look, guys, as I said, Aidan Hackney and Wilfred Ndidi are the two players that are being linked today. They're the two players that have been linked today. Can Man United make a move for them? Will they make a move for them? Will they back their guy, Michael Carrick? Will they back their guy, Michael Carrick? Let's wait and see. Because at the end of the day, we had a protest yesterday. And you know what? They'll be panicking. Trust me, they'll be panicking. Even though they're not showing it, behind the scenes, they'll be panicking. I guarantee you they'll be like all uproar. You know what I mean? Going, oh, why are we getting protested against? Why are we getting protested against? Trust me, they'll be panicking, guys. Absolutely. Carrick needs to be backed. Give Carrick the tools to do the job so that Carrick can get in the Champions League. And who knows, guys, he may be given a job. Now, I believe if he gets Champions League, he will be given a job. I think they will give him the job because at the end of the day, who am I to argue? Who am I to argue at the end of the day? If he gets Champions League, they give him the job. Give him the job then, whatever. But for me, I would still give it to Enrique if Enrique's available. If Ancelotti or Enrique's available, I'll give it to one of them. But you know what? It does depend, obviously, what happens at the end of the season. Yesterday was not a bed of roses. Everything was not perfect. There were a number of problems in that team, in particular in the second half, guys. But again, it's the same old culprits, isn't it? We got a few players there that are mentally not drilled in regards to that, coming out in the second half and starting that second half on the front foot. We're very, very slow getting going, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Coco. What's going on, you legend? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is blessed with you, my friend. Casemiro, man of the match. Absolutely. I agree, Kenny. Casemiro looks like a cruising NGL. Big up my guy. Big up. Casemiro was brilliant yesterday. Absolutely superb. Whoever came up with the back post magic really focuses on your player's strength. Maguire and Cassie are loving it. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love them. I love the vibes today. I really do. The DNA I've never given up, but sadly there are a few players that don't have that DNA and also don't want to get that DNA installed in them. They are weaklings who down to the ones who has it. Let me know, Kitlock and Nom, KLM. Let me know which ones you feel are the ones, though. Let me know so I can give an analysis on it. Let me know which ones you feel. I think I know. I'm not 100% sure. I think I know who you mean, but clarify to me which ones you believe are the ones that haven't got it in them for the Man United DNA. Let me know. Absolutely. Mark, Carrick was playing simple football and it's working for now, Mark, for now. But when you get to like Champions League games, big games, when you have to be tactically astute, we had it under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We won 8 in a row. And this is why I'm telling everyone just to be a little bit calm. We won 8 in a row under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, didn't we? And everyone was singing songs. We got to be calm. We've been there, PTSD and all that. Some may say that, but at the end of the day, we got to be calm. We got to see how it goes, at the end of the day. Because yesterday was not a bed of roses. We were dominated in the second half, right? We got away with it, right? With 2 moments of genius, right? So let's just hope that things carry on. Let's hope that Man United carry on winning games. We got some tough games coming up. We got Tottenham, who we haven't beaten in 4 games. We got Newcastle away coming up as well. West Ham away is another difficult game where we haven't won in a while as well. So there's a number of games there that we have to negotiate. And then after these games, we can start building up the zealousness a little bit slower. You know what I mean? Because you know what happens. If Sesko scored that header and still got the second, opinion of him would totally be different. Absolutely. Sesko has always been a good player for me. I just believe that it just hasn't worked out for him. Obviously, before Carrick came in, he had 3 goals and 2. Then he was dropped from the team. I like the fact that he came on yesterday and he scored a goal. It's going to do his confidence a world of good, guys. But the question is, guys, to you guys, the question is between Mbeumo and Sesko. Now, I would much prefer Mbeumo on the wing. I would much prefer Mbeumo on the wing. Unfortunately, we got Ahmed and Cunha, you know, and we might have to drop. We might have to play Sesko, guys. I'm not sure about Mbeumo. I think Mbeumo's doing good, guys. Don't get me wrong, but I think if we're going to rotate, we have to rotate Mbeumo with Sesko and things like that. I think, of course. The Ugarte cast, his drop-off needs to be studied. Man United, when we sign good players, some reason, I don't know what it is over the years, absolutely. Dabby says, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Sesko played good. Sometimes you just have to get a winning goal to get back into foot. Absolutely, Dabby says. I can't agree with you more. Strikers thrive of confidence. Strikers thrive of confidence. I remember Andy Cole going on a barren run where he couldn't score a goal. And then you get that one goal, and then suddenly it's like easy. Wayne Rooney? He went once 6 games in 2000 and what was it, 2008, 2010 or something like that, around that time. He went 6 games without scoring a goal. 6 games without scoring a goal. Do you know what I mean? And he scored one and then, boom, he went on a run. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Mark, the thing being that being said, we still lose a lot of what Casemiro brings to the team. Martinez is only better than Ugarte on the ball, smarter too. We need him in the back, though, don't we? We need him in the back. Alex Ferguson, what was the point of the protest yesterday? For me, it was another pointless protest. I bet the Glazers are laughing at it. Look, the thing is, Alex Ferguson, I'm going to be very objective and fair on this, right? I've said it all along. We want Glazers out, so we want Glazers out. Hip the hop, the hibbity-hibbity, hip the hop, the don't stop, the boogity-boogity-bee. I've said it 100 times, guys. Protests don't work. I respect the protesters, but they're only concentrating on their season tickets and their tickets. They're not concentrating on the actual club, right? Right? And this is one thing I'll say. I respect them. Again, I clarify, I respect the protesters. It's better than doing nothing, right? But we are not aggressive enough. We are not intimidating enough. The way we are is a bit like a normal day at Roma, at Inter Milan, with the Ultras. A normal day. That was a normal day with the Ultras and AC. And I've been to these games, like, you know what I mean? In fact, they're more intimidating. I like the fact that we're protesting. I like the fact but we still sit in our seats and watch the game. And until fans, empty the stadium, the Glazers are going to laugh. The Glazers are going to laugh. They just got another protest. We'll wait till next year for another one. Now, we closed the club shop yesterday. That cost them a lot of money, right? We got to keep closing the club shop. We got to keep closing the club shop. It shouldn't just be yesterday and that's it and it's over. It should be, again, every single home game. These protests should be potent. We should be on these protests every single home game, not just yesterday. It should be every time, honestly. Sam, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. United should sign Ndidi. I agree. Because if Casemiro mistakenly injured, we will be in trouble because Ugarte is not good enough to replace Casemiro. United should act fast. Sam, fingers crossed, my guy. Fingers crossed we get Ndidi through the door. I really hope so. And that is the one Man United are looking at the moment. Let's hope Man United get that deal through the door. Let's go, guys. Let's hope Ndidi becomes a Man United player. 7 years in the making, but finally becomes a Man United player. Absolutely fantastic. Wouldn't that be brilliant? Guys, absolutely. But I will be live, guys. Big up Tyrell Gunner. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're blessed. Good to see you. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see Tyrell back in the house. Good to see you, bruv. UK Darren. Sesko unlucky with the header that hit the post. Yes, after just coming on. Pleased for Sesko. Absolutely delighted for him. Because I know for Manchester United's sake, a striker gets a goal, it just gives him that world of confidence. Let's not forget when Ruben Amorim was here, he got 3 goals in 2 games, and then he got dropped, from the team. So hopefully he goes on a run. Look, guys, what I like about Man United at the moment is slowly but surely we are building a better squad. Our squad is getting better. We had Euro, Heaven, Sesko on the bench, Xerxes on the bench. We had Shea Lacey on the bench. Our bench is getting stronger and stronger every single week, guys. It seems that way, doesn't it? Absolutely. Big up, Darren. And thank you, Black Sheep. Black Sheep, you are a legend, my guy. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you ever so much. You're very generous. Thank you, mate. Morning, Sal. Sean Maguire and Dallo hold us back. Look, I can't disagree with that. I have to agree. I think that eventually Man United need to replace these players. Man United need more modern type centre-backs. Man United need modern type full-backs. Luckily, we've got Mazraoui coming back. That's a good thing, of course. But obviously, the midfield and part of the centre-backs, part of the defence is not strong enough for me. And I think we give opposition teams an opportunity. I think we give them too much of an opportunity, if I'm being honest with you guys. So I think that, you know what? Yes, we need to invest in those areas. You know, we have to invest heavily, Black Sheep, in those areas. And hopefully we might pull something out the bag today. You never know. Stranger things have happened in the transfer window, guys. Who was our greatest transfer window signing? For me, Andy Cole. Andy Cole. Andy Cole's the transfer window signing. For me, he was the January transfer signing. Andy Cole won the treble. Andy Cole's the greatest January signing of all time, in my opinion. In recent years, it's Fernandes, isn't it? In recent years. Oh my God, Dabby's ass. You are getting blocked. Oh my God, I'm joking. Dabby's ass. Look, don't block me, Sal, but I think No. Spurs beat Spursy. Spurs beat City away. Remember? Do you remember that? Spurs beat City away from home at the Etihad this season. You remember? Spurs seem to play well against City. I don't know why. You tell me. You ask. I don't know why. But Spurs beat Spursy. But well done, Spurs. You won your rivals a title, probably. You won your rivals a title. At least they played. At least they played, though. At least they played fairly. I would say that. The greatest embarrassment is that the shithouse owners that can't give Carrick 2 players or more, even just signing to help him secure top 4, which he has clearly shown he can do in the last 3 games. It's so imperative, KLM. It's very important, mate, that Carrick gets backed. It's so important. It could be the difference between top 4 and not top 4, you know? And we got a great opportunity now to solidify that top 4, you know? Liverpool are going to be playing Man City next week. You know what I mean? Now, Man United, if Liverpool beat City and Man United win, Man United could get closer to second, guys. Second. You know what I mean? This is what we're talking about, you know? So, back Carrick, it's not only about the squad, it's about the players in the squad. It's also about giving the squad a boost, giving the morale a boost, and everyone's on good vibes and stuff like that. It's also about that, isn't it? About having the good vibes and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? And having a good squad, having a new face coming there. It will be, you know, I agree. You know, but we'll probably sign one, and it'll probably be someone like a Wilfred Ndidi, someone of that ilk this deadline day. But guys, I will be going live. Any news breaks, guys, I will be live in the flesh right here, guys. Absolutely. Giving you the latest and the greatest, of course. Absolutely. Hussam was hilarious. Love to Hussam, man. Big up. I know I watched Hussam yesterday. Hilarious. You see the pain in his eyes. Oh, God. Sorry, man. Sorry, brother. Sorry, man. But, you know, Man United, we have to take our food, man. We have to go for what we have to go for. This is what we are here. This is our heritage. This is our relevance, bruv. We are blessed, guys. I'm blessed to know these guys. I'm blessed to know so many good people in this industry, guys. They're all fantastic people. I'm really, really talented and fantastic people. And I'm so happy to know so many talented people. You know what I mean? And the thing is, right, the great thing about football, it's a roller coaster of emotions. But, you know, next week it could be our turn. You never know. This is why, you know, with me, right, I like to stay a little bit grounded. I like to stay grounded and like to say, okay, we got that win. We've beaten 3 in a row, guys. I want United Strand to cut his hair. That's what I want. Of course I do. I want the best for everybody. Unfortunately, we can't have the best for everybody. So I want the best for my Man United brothers. And I want us to get in that Champions League. And you know what? Liverpool can play in the Conference League. They can play against FC Latte in the Conference League next season. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what the Conference League is, isn't it? The Conference League, anything you see is the Conference League. Like, so, for example, FC Aqua de Parma. FC Aqua de Parma. We're playing FC Aqua de Parma. in the Conference League next week. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. Absolutely. FC Aqua de Parma. FC Aqua de Parma. FC Pussy Muff. There we go. Yeah, that's what it is. Aqua. You gotta laugh, guys. Hammered. He nearly hammered the laptop. I know. I saw him with that. I saw him with that hammer. Big up Hussam, but put that hammer away, bruv. I think he wants to hit me on the head with it. It was like this. It's like, here's Johnny. Not here's Johnny. Here's Hussam. You gotta laugh, guys, because it's great. It's great to have the Red Army back in that top 4 position where we belong. Where we belong, guys. Absolutely. Don Osam was respecting Fulham at 2-2 and then called them worthless bums. That's what it is, guys. Flip-flop, isn't it? Flip-flop. You know what I mean? You giveth, you taketh. You giveth, you taketh. You know, it's a bit like Guardiola. Guys, I beg you, right? Study Pep Guardiola. When you lose to Manchester City, right? When you lose to Manchester City, Pep Guardiola hates you. You are the enemy. He goes on the media. He starts talking all that smack about you, all that nonsense about you, right? He starts talking all that smack. When you win, when they win against you, he's like, oh, you know what? He's a good manager. You know, I rate him so highly, one of the best in the world. You see Pep Guardiola, he does things like that, guys. He's unbelievable. He's such a flip-flop. Kit Locker, I wish there was like a camera on haters playing show to show their faces when they're busy creating a shit post when Fulham equalised and Seska scored. There's a fan reaction TV that's on YouTube. You can have a look at it. It's lovely, beautiful site. I think Villa will bottle the Champions League like last season. Well, if they did that, they're getting a lot of injuries at the moment. David says, yeah, Villa lost the race. The race, absolutely. Sorry, bruv, I got it wrong. KLF, that was it. I got it wrong, Paul. You're right, it's KLF. KLM. Where did I get KLM from? KLF is right. Paul Aston is right. Big up, Paul. Thanks for the correction, my guy. In the league, too. Big up, Dabby's. Morning, Mandem. Long time no see, Mandem. Where have you been all my life? What's going on? What's going on, my friend? Hope you're well. Morning, Sal. Large up every single time. The rival should hold that, firm it. Should hold that and firm it. And they had an epic foul in their hate watch, especially Aston fans. You know what, guys? Liverpool fans, especially, and Chelsea fans, were dying for Man United to lose yesterday. They were praying on Man United's downfall yesterday. They were crying for Man United to lose yesterday. Sadly for them, we couldn't give them what they wanted. That's just life, isn't it? That's life. Listen, I owe them an apology. I do. Sorry, guys, I owe them an apology. Because you know what? We've caused them. I think we all, guys, as a collective, we all owe them an apology. We do. Because we've caused them so much pain over this weekend. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy to suffer that amount of pain. as I shed tears in my eyes, the amount of pain that we've caused these rival fans, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, guys. I don't know if I have some sad music. I don't think I have, guys, but let me see if I've got some sad music because I think we've caused them a lot of pain. I really do. Let me see if I've got some sad music. No, that's not sad music. I haven't got any sad music. I mean, I will try it. I'll try and find some sad music for you because you know what? I want to give a proper tribute to you guys. I want to give a proper tribute, and I want to share with you my heartfelt apologies with the amount of disappointment you had, all that electricity, all that effort, all the thumbnails, all that you were working on these hate watches. I'm telling you, these guys worked overtime on the 4K HD thumbnails and all the graphics on the screen, waiting to have that Man United drop in a couple of points. I'm sorry, guys. I have to apologize to you guys, wholeheartedly, guys. Wholeheartedly. Absolutely wholeheartedly.
This is what fucking happens when you've no accountability, you cowardly little fraud.
You cowardly little frauds. Unarm yourself, you cowardly little fraud. Drop your sword, you cowardly little fraud. Here we go. Let me just read some of these. Let me catch up with everyone, of course. Dabby's asked, Key Thomas is an annoying hater. I didn't even see him, mate. Didn't see him. I saw. Oh yeah. I saw him on the highlights. Yeah. Let him hate. Hate on, Haler. Life is in the way. Morning, Dan. How you doing, my friend? We must have a top-notch DM to replace Casemiro, whatever the cost. I agree with Dan here. Absolutely. 79 people watching, only 29 likes, guys. Can you smash a like on the video, guys? The only place to be, Stretford Post. Absolutely. Please smash a like on the video, guys. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, you diamonds. Thank you so much, absolute legends. Get the lights up, minimum 50 people, and Glinios out. I say it again, Glinios out all day long. Mark, the positivity in the squad is infectious, and it's great to see. The attacking attitude when it went 2-2 was old school United, and credit to Bruno with that turn, which led to... Yeah, credit to Bruno. 2 assists yesterday. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But guys, that turn and shot, the pressure that was on Benjamin Sesko was enormous, guys. So for him to turn and bury that shot in the top corner was so impressive. Loved it, guys. Really loved it. Absolutely. Let me just write this, guys. Let me just write a little tweet out. A little tweet. You get me, bruv. Let me just write this out. Let me just write this. 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Right. Yes, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Gemini. Chidoso, Ugate's not good enough. We should sign a midfielder. I agree, Chidosi. I do agree with that, brother. I do agree, brother or sister, whatever. Kevin. RIP Catherine, by the way. We definitely need to do something, or we will crash out, not making the Champions League. It's a possibility. Injuries play a big part in the game. Dan, any team in the top 6 could have won this season. Premier League, Arsenal will be known as the worst champions ever, Dan. I have to agree with that. I think that, no, what I would say, I'm not going to say that. I don't think they're the best. That's all I'm going to say. But they're certainly not the best Arsenal team that I've ever seen. That's what I would say. They're not even in the top 5. That's what I would say. Man United should go for Goretzka, seeing that his deal is up, won't be renewing. His deal is up at the end of the season. Man United are looking at Goretzka, but for June. Man United should be looking at Goretzka now, right? Right? Am I right? Yeah, as a stopgap, definitely. Kit Locker. Sal, one of those players who don't understand United's DNA is Ugarte. He will sadly never be a true Red Devil if he tries. I just feel like, in Ugarte, I just don't feel like when he comes onto the pitch, I don't know what you guys think, but when he comes onto the pitch, I just don't feel like he has that effort level, like passion. I'm going to get stuck in, I'm going to get my tackle in and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think he has that for some reason. I mean, I wanted it to work for him. I really did want it to work for him, but it just doesn't seem like it's working, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Big up, Vishwa. Thank you. Sal, you're doing well. Good win versus Fulham. Thank you so much, Vishwa. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Rotate, Chidosi, rotate and Bremo. I agree with that. I do agree. Sanjay, good morning. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Ugarte seems like his heart isn't there anymore. Has it ever been there? Has it ever been there? Has he actually performed? You can count on one hand how many good games Ugarte has had for Man United, isn't it? You can't, there's not many you turn around and say, well, Ugarte was man of the match in that game. Rare, it's weird. As Kenny said, it needs to be studied. Sesko has to be played more because he has what is needed and even more. But the only way to improve is to play continuously, Sal. He must be made our number 1 striker. I agree. He's a proper striker. I don't think Mbremo's a striker. Yes, Sal, you just had to rotate Sesko with Mbremo and Cunha until he's ready to lead the line week in, week out. I agree with Dan there. Absolutely agree with Dan, 100%. Absolutely. Good morning, Ephraim. How you doing, you legend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope everything is blessed with you, of course. Samuel, DJ and Expressions were fuming. They wanted to lose against Manchester City. I said this on the stream the other day. But the problem is that Tottenham are actually in a relegation battle. You know that? Tottenham are actually in a relegation battle. They're actually in a relegation battle. If they lost that game yesterday, they're in big trouble, guys. They're in huge trouble. They're going to be relegation. But I understand how they're feeling. No one wants Arsenal to win the league. No one wants Arsenal to win the league apart from a few people. And the only people I know want Arsenal to win the league are like Arsenal fans. Sesko will never forget this. Unbelievable. I was so happy for him, Roy. I was so happy for him. I was delighted for Benjamin Sesko yesterday. I was so delighted for Benjamin Sesko. But guys, touching on the transfer window, we are counting down the last hours of a very disappointing transfer window. Of course, Manchester United are linked with a couple of players this window right now. Wilfred Ndidi and Aidan Hackney are the players that Man United are looking at the moment in regards to a last-minute deal. What do I think will happen? I think it's all up in the air, and I think it's about 40% chance Man United will get Wilfred Ndidi, and that's about it, in my opinion. I think that's the only one they're going to sign, in my humblest of humbles. All right, guys. Big up, Mark. Big up, my friend. Big up, Snake Pet. Absolutely. Big up, my guy. How are you doing, my friend? How you doing, Asherman? Hope you're doing well. Good to see my brother in the house. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, bro. Hope everything is good with you. Sesko deserves to start against Spurs. He does, to be honest with you. That's it, Mark. Sorry, Mark. How can I forget? I went on KLM a number of times. How can I forget KLM's an airline? A day. Dum-dum. Absolutely. I forgot. You know what I was looking at? I was just thinking of music at the time. But yeah, KLM are the airline. And there are other airlines, by the way, just to let you know, guys. But I've been on KLM. Very good. Very good. Very nice. Unfortunately, you have to land in Amsterdam. And unfortunately for some. But the thing is that, yeah, when you've got a transit and you go to another country, you get all this interrogation, which Ty of Arsenal Fan TV gets every single time anyway. Ephraim, Sal, I'm happy for Sesko. Deserves that for his confidence. Absolutely. KLF came out 1997. Good old days. They were brilliant, mate. They were brilliant. Unique sound. Typified the era, really. Typified the era. And especially the early 90s. This is when I was more introduced to them around the late 80s, early 90s. So, yeah, especially around that time, they're very good. Strand had to be sweating right now. His source of funds is getting empty. That's what it's going on. Here we go. Big up, Mark. There we go. That's the sad music. Thank you so much. 88 watching, only 8 likes. Smash the lights, guys. What are we on now? Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven. I don't like listening to that song, Dabizas. You know what? Every time I listen to Tears in Heaven, Dabizas, I want to cry. I'll tell you why, because the story behind that. I don't know if you know about the story behind Tears in Heaven from Eric Clapton. I must be strong. Oh, you're going to put it in my head now, and that's going to be in my head all day. I'm going to have to find a song and get it out of my head. What's the last song I listened to, guys? Don't be shy. No, that's embarrassing. I'm not going to show you that. Absolutely not. Kerwin. The violin make Bradford. Yeah, they do. I mean, I think my guy at KG uses the violin. Kyle, why no signings? Get a loan for free at Legion at least, because they're incompetent, little greedy, little frauds, my guy, Kyle. That's why they're greedy little frauds. That's what they are. Cowardly little frauds. They won't go into the transfer market because they feel, I feel with that squad, we can get in the Champions League. Yeah, with one injury, we won't get in the bloody Conference League, mate. So bloody go and get the bloody player. You know what I mean? And let's face it, guys, we're no stranger to injuries, are we? We're no stranger to injuries. Injuries happen a lot at Man United. You know what I mean? Daz, Sesko's goal was majestic. If Henry did that, it would never hear about it. Thank you. Can I tell you something, Daz? I've seen moments at Man United, right? Like the Berbatov. Who remembers that Berbatov assist on the byline? Who remembers that assist that he done when he backheeled it around and done a spin and passed it for the open net for a goal? Man United goals, generally, our goals are so underrated. I'm going to be honest, guys. Bergkamp was a fabulous player. Bergkamp. A lot of his goals were overrated. That's my hot take. A lot of Bergkamp's goals were a little bit fluky and overrated. Sorry. 3 likes from 50. Thank you so much, Efren. Let's smash up those likes, you absolute legend. Let's smash it up. Absolutely. Victor Gokes is the worse than Francis Jeffers. I bet they wish they had Sesko now. We owe them one, Daz. Daz, we owe Spurs one. They've beaten us 4 times in a row. We owe Spurs a good hiding. We do. We owe Spurs. We need to smack Spurs up, honestly. Mark, I see a report that Xerxes may be leaving to Everton. Is there anything rumored out? I'm not know about Everton. I think he's more likely to go to Italy. Mark, I'm hearing more on the lines of Juventus. They want him into Milan, are interested in him as well. Turkey are interested in Galatasaray, Fenerbahce are interested as well. So let's wait and see. I don't think he's going to leave this window though, Mark. I think it's going to be in the summer. Man United will not sell any players this window. What I'm hearing, we're not going to do any outgoings this window. Carl, don't say we didn't do anything to recall Collier, Wheatley, and Amas. Collier's a little bit injury prone at the moment. He's just gone on loan to Hull City, hasn't he? Wheatley's a striker. Where Amas is injured. Amas got injured yesterday. Day before yesterday. He got injured. Sadly. Free the streets to the stadium. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. From the streets to the stadium. Sorry, not free the streets. From the streets to the stadium. Big up, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good morning. Hope you're doing blessed, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Absolutely enjoying the vibes. Enjoying the vibes. That's what it's all about on Stretford Post, my guy. Sal, play that song made recently on Cunha, Bruno. Bruno Fernandes, Bruno Shaw, Bruno Fernandes, go. I can't do it. I don't know how they done it. I need to download it. Morning, Sal. The Sesko finish in Fergie time is healing a lot of wounds. Absolutely metal. Just like old times metal, isn't it? Just like the old days. It was brilliant. 50 likes. You absolute legends. Thank you so much, guys. Glory, Man United, and bless up the community, of course, all day long. Guys, Dabizas, I didn't know the full story, but it was something related to his son. What was that? Basically, he left the window open, and you can guess the rest. United Mandem. Sal, Amram did create a foundation for these players, in your opinion. Well, what do you think Carrick is doing or doing different? Nothing, mate. Simplifying it, should I say. Simplifying tactics. Amram, and we have to remember what Amram did. He got rid of a lot of the bad eggs in there. So, and let's not forget, Mbeumo, Cunha, Lamens is his players. Sesko, it's his players. What he's done, which Amram wouldn't move away from, is simplify things. Before Ruben Amram walked into the football club, I said I don't want 3 at the back. I said it before, and you can bring it up on this stream. I said it loads of times, but I don't think it was the tactics. I think it's the fact that he wasn't backed with the players to fit that tactics. So what Ruben Amram should have done is just played a different style, but he didn't do it. And but what I would say is that I always like to look at things. You don't know where you're going till you know where you've been, and it's always important to look at the positives. And we always learn something with every single, road we cross, at the end of the day. And one day we might become champions. And, without Erik ten Hag, without Amram, without, Louis van Gaal or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the past, we might have not got to that position. And I think it's very important that we understand that. Do you know what I mean? And we understand that he did bring a lot of good in as well, guys. A lot of discipline, which we need. Kit Lockanom, but Carrick, in regards to Michael Carrick, he's just simplified it. Counter-attacking game. He's not done anything special. Trust me. Kit Lockanom, Xerxes has made his wish clear that he does not want to leave United. He won't leave this window, mate. He won't leave this window. But Man United might cash out on him on the summer. One Casemiro injury. We're finished, Metal. Sal, at this point, I take Ndidi on loan without thinking twice. I agree, Metal. Me too. Absolutely all day long. Better than nobody, isn't it? I loved how Xerxes rushed to congratulate Xerxes. Xerxes has always been like that. Xerxes is a great character, a brilliant character. Mark, Sal, in your opinion, where would we be right now if Amram did stay? Same position. I think we were cooking something. I really do. But it's hypothetical, isn't it? But anyway, let's not get into like controversies and stuff like that. What I would say, Mark, football. Let me say something about football. It's not. It doesn't deal with absolutes. What Carrick is doing is a Red Bull syndrome. I call it the Red Bull syndrome. So basically, you have a bounce and you go up to there, and then you go baff straight back down. What Ruben Amorim was trying to do was a long-term thing. Dominate games, control games, and things like that. But it was too long. That's the thing. And I wouldn't say he would have won all those games. Probably wouldn't. I'm playing. But he was trying to build something. I always said that he'll get in the top 4. That's what I said. He'll get in the top 4. Big up, Mark, though. Us smoking spuds is due. We need that win to help cement that top 4 position. Absolutely agree. Absolutely. Deadline, what's going on, my guy? I used to live in Dubai a while back. Is Jumeirah now? Big up, Jumeirah. Big up, Jumeirah. Isn't that Dubai? Is it Jumeirah Beaches? Dubai, isn't it, my friend? Big up, Dubai. I live in Abu Dhabi at the moment. Deadline, my guy. I live in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi in Derby. Abu Dhabi in Derby. Abu Dhabi. What was it? Abu Dhabi in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi in Abu Dhabi. That's it. Absolutely. Big up, Deadline 6531. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're good. I'm looking forward to the deadline, guys. I am. Look, you know what? Because I hope that Man United brings someone in. Yeah, we're in Abu Dhabi. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Me and him, we're the originals. We're the Yaz Island crew. Yaz Island crew, Jazeera FC. So I want to smoke. Yeah, I think we all do, mate. I think we all do. We need to give them one. Why is it that always cool what Glinios and the Minions will do? Today is a deadline day, and it still seems like we are going for a deal to bring in players. Why is it that we always call that Glinios and the Minions will do? Today is a deadline day, and still doesn't seem like we are going to bring in a deal. I mean, I wouldn't bet my house on it, mate, that we're going to do a deal. I said 40%. If we're lucky, we'll get 40%. We're going to do a deal. I wouldn't bet my house on Man United even signing Wilfred Ndidi. Honestly, because at the end of the day, you know how competent these owners are. But however, if I do it on the flip side, we did have a protest yesterday. Maybe that's going to sway them a little bit. Maybe they're going to get a little bit intimidated. Maybe they're going to think, oh my goodness me, we need to shut the fans up and stuff like that. You know? So I swear top 5 is Champions League this year. So far, Beef Bully. So far. It could change though. We're in the Premier League is way ahead at the moment in regards to that. I've been Abu Dhabi once, or Ferrari World. Haven't been on Ferrari World. Like, how's the ride? I've never been on the ride yet. My wife don't like the ride. She doesn't like theme parks. Sal, I've been listening to Nas Illmatic album today. Big up, man. Then go and listen to my brother Reds, REDZZ. I filmed all the videos, co-produced everything. I'm in the videos. Go and check it out, guys. REDZZ. Absolutely big up. Dabizas. They might bring someone in a panic buy, less likely. Big up LT. How's it going, brother? Hope you're doing well. People don't look at the good that Amorim. The mentality not to lose was started by Amorim exactly this season. Now everyone is media is making it as if the players didn't play for Amorim. I know, mate. There's some people out there who just can't forget Amorim. We were not supporting Amorim. We were supporting Manchester United. Because whether we scream or we shout and we you know, it doesn't really matter. If he doesn't get results, he'll get sacked. Or if he calls out the board. What we're doing now, we've already moved on to Carrick. We moved on to Carrick and we're supporting Carrick. We moved on, we're supporting Manchester United. That's what Manchester United fans should do. They called Amorim inners, Amorim sexuals. But ain't they the Amorim sexuals? Because they're still going on about them. It's still going on about him. To this day, still going on about it. They got some hidden jealousy or bitterness about him. I don't know what it is. Guys, he's sitting on a yacht somewhere, millionaire. You know what I mean? Madness. Pep might not win a title for 2 years. Yeah, well, he can afford that, can't he? Illmatic is a classic album, absolutely. So, what's your intro? It has good beats. It's Ayo Beats, my producer, who used to produce for me with my brother. Ayo Beats, AYOBEATZ, but it's one of my songs. It's incomplete. It's an instrumental. But yeah, I used to do music, so yeah, I've got a lot of instrumentals. So I just thought I'd use that one. Yeah. I started off with a different instrumental many months ago. But big up Dabby's ass. I might release that song. I might release it one day. Need lyrics on it though. We ain't finished it. Forget about Amorim, absolutely. Amorim sex. They're the Amorim section. They're the ones who are going on about him. They keep going on about him. They won't shut up about him. They're going on and on and on and on. Amram this. If Amram did this, if Amram did that. Funny how Amram did this. It's funny how the character's gone. It's taken only this long to do this. They're predictable, mate. They're predictable. Pop Kidder. Premier League, Manchester United will take it. Premier League, Man United will take it. What, this season? 12 points in February. That would be one of the... That would be the greatest achievement in Premier League history. It will outweigh Leicester, what they did. Pep looks finished at this point. Can't believe they are playing this badly after spending all that money. I know. He's losing it. It's one of the few albums I can listen to from start to finish. Listen to my album, Mark. Recognition by Reds. Go and look at it, mate. My brother, go and listen to it, mate. I guarantee you're going to be impressed. Kerwin, I don't mind City winning the EPL because no one really cares. Yes, true. After 2 days tops, but now if Arsenal win the EPL as a United fan, we have come back strong and have to take it next season. I agree. No choice, Kerwin. We have to come back strong next season. No choice. We have to. Sal, some of our fans are idiots. Leave Amram alone. I know, mate. They're losers, man, isn't it? They're losers. That's all they are. You know, at the end of the day, they just keep going on, out playing old chapters and stuff like that. I've never been manager at FC. I've never been player at FC. I'm Manchester United FC. I moved on. We've all moved on. We're going for Carrick now. Carrick's army. Let's do it. At the end of the day, let's not give this revisionism in regards to, you know, what would Amram do if Amram did this? What would Amram do if Amram did that? You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? You don't know, you know, at the end of the day. One thing's for certain, I look at what he did and what he did whilst he was here, which is remove the Rashfords, the Antonys out of this club. You know? Remove the bad eggs out of this club. Try to change the culture at this football club. And I think that's very important. It's given Carrick the best opportunity to succeed. Mark, big up Sal, big up my bro. I found the album. I'll check it out after the stream. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Most of the big songs on YouTube as well, if you don't want to download. But thank you so much, brother. Yeah, I used to do music for a long time. People, you know what the funniest thing is, right? When I say I've done music for 20 years, people say, oh, you just done music. You don't know enough about sport. You know how many parties I had to arrange? You know how many agents of footballers, how many footballers went to those parties? People don't understand that. They think that, you know what, you don't know nothing about transfers. What do you know more than Fabrizio Romano? Well, I do know a lot, quite a lot. You know, I do know a lot of agents and stuff like that. I do. And I got bloody Fabrizio on my bloody phone. Like you guys, these guys, like, they come out with so much bitterness and hatred, guys. Sal, when do you think Diego Leon? I don't know, you know, it's really weird what's going on with Diego Leon. It really is, because I rate him. Maybe he's just not ready mentally. I don't know. Maybe he needs a loan. They should bring Marcus Rashford back, or just go to YouTube, Mark, and just type in Reds. There's lots of songs there as well. Millions of views across the net. Millions. Of course, guys. Absolutely. I've been doing YouTube. I first started YouTube back 2005, guys. All the way back when. 2005. So those people say, oh, we started YouTube back then. No, I started that a long time ago. And it weren't football content. It weren't live content. It was musical content. I got a channel. It's got 2 million on musical. You know what I mean? These people are mad. I said it. We will be 4-3. 4-3 what? 4-3 what, Boxer? Leon isn't ready at all. Too slow. This is what I've heard as well. From streets to the stadium. FSTS. I'm trying to find an easier way to say your name. From street, apparently his pace, his strength as well is a little bit suspect. A little bit sus. That's what the word is. That's the word on the street. Absolutely. Big up, guys. Big up. Yeah, I did music for 20 years, guys. A long time, you know. Yeah, so that's where I got to know like agents and football agents as well, because the music industry and the sports industry is so intertwined into each other. It's intertwined. I used to arrange a lot of parties. My brother used to perform. Other artists used to perform. You know, I've had people at my wedding you wouldn't even believe. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm a humble chap from Leytonstone. That's all I am, and I wish the best for Manchester United. That's all I want. That's all I want. Most in life, Man United success. With this great community, of course. That's what I would like. It would be fabulous. It'd be absolutely amazing Man United challenging for the league, Man United winning a league title. That'd be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? At the end of the day, it would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, look, guys, I'm delighted yesterday. Of course, I'm not going to get carried away. Of course, there are people who do get carried away. Certainly not me, guys. I'm just reading Ben Jacobs. 1 second. Angel Gomez is doing a medical. Chelsea set to recall Mohamedou Sarr from Strasbourg. Here we go. They're going to strengthen. Jeremy Jacquet, first mention on Stretford Post, by the way, going to Liverpool. Man United were interested in. Man United tried to hijack that deal, but it didn't work out. Jeremy Jacquet. Yeah, good defender. It's going to improve Liverpool. From the streets, United winning the league in this era would break the internet like never before. People, you know, the funny thing is people think that Man United being back won't break the internet. Are they crazy? Man United could sneeze. It would get more bloody likes and clicks than Man City winning the league. Look at Man United. All right, go to Twitter. Just go to the proof is in the pudding. Go to Twitter. Look at the interaction when Man City won the treble, and look at the interaction when Man United win a game. Mark, if we won, the Glazers leeches would never leave. Absolutely. Big up, my guy. It's good to see you here. Of course. Absolutely. Guys, it's been fabulous. Of course, it's been brilliant. You guys are the best. You're amazing community. And you know what? Survival of the fittest on Stretford Post. The real stay. The pansies leave. And at the end of the day, we carry on, guys. And we fight another day, guys, with Manchester United. Next week, Tottenham Hotspur. United Mandem. Hate Spurs. I have lately been saying they are the kings of Manchester. Ugh. We'll show them kings, mate. Off of their bloody, you know what I mean? Absolutely. We're going to get them next season. Saturday, we got to get them. They've had a good result. They're a little bit giddy. United. Big up, my guy. Big up, my friend. Thank you so much, guys. Smash a like on the video, guys, on the way out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please do not forget to put your notifications on so when I go live on any other stream, on any other channel, I will be live, guys. It'd be great to see you there. You're absolute legends, guys. You know, you are the reason. See you later, Beef. You are the reason, guys. Let me tell you that right now. Thank you so much, and I appreciate every one of you. See you later on, guys. Take it easy. Peace.